Hello guys, welcome back to MixWithAbhi. Today we are back with another topic. So today I'll show you the best 3 methods to add chords to your track. So let's start. So the first method is to add chords by playing in your keyboard. So many of you actually avoid inputting the scale in the project. If you are working with multiple projects, you should definitely include the scale in your project. So let's change the scale first. You can see the scale menu in the top and change the scale. In my case, I'm changing it to E minor. So these are the scales we have. So I'm changing it to E minor. So the whole track is changed to E minor scale. Let's add a basic chords. So these are the basic chords. Let's select all of them and increase the note length up to the bar. So it perfectly aligned to the bar. Yeah, everything is fine. Let's deselect them and let's change it back. Yeah. Let's increase the length and everything looks fine. Let's decrease this length. Let's select them back into the alignment and so everything looks fine. So this is the first method to include the chords in your track. So this is the basic method, everyone knew about it, and let's move to the method 2. Let's delete these chords and move to the method 2. And the method 2 is just inputting the chords menu. Just drag it down to the chords track. Click this icon or press the G in your keyboard so the global track appears, and there you can see the chords menu. Click the plus icon and there you can see it's set to E minor. There you can find many chords right here, and just change the note and you can select the major, minor, sus2, sus4, og and diminished. So here I inputted the E minor chord, and next we have to change the chord to D and it's major. So and move to the next thing and click the plus icon, and there you created a new chord, and there we can change the C and it's major. There, if it's not aligned properly, then just double click on the chord you wanted to, then just drag the chord so you can align it to the bar. The next chord and click the plus icon, and again the last chord is E minor. So again we need to align it to the bar, and again change it to the D major, and again the last chord is the E minor. So it's E minor. So let's align it back and let's decrease the size of this chord, and that's it. So let's change it back to E minor. So here as you can see it is set to E minor, D, C, D, E minor. So we input all the chords in the chords menu and just drag them into your chords track. So just drag them into your chords or keyboard track and just leave it down there. So here as you can see the new MIDI chords are created. So let's listen to them once. If you want to delete the root note, you can delete them. I'm selecting all the chords and moving it down an octave. Yeah, let's listen this again once. Yeah, it's good. That's the method 2 of adding chords, and just input all the chords in the chords menu and just drag them into your chords track. Then it creates all your chords in the track. So let's move to the third method. Let me actually delete this all chords and all chords menu, and so head over to your track and go to your internal MIDI in. It's by default off, so let's click on that and go to the instrument input and change it to your chords track. There you can see I have set the piano soft, and go to your chords menu and click the plus icon. So find the MIDI input in the chords menu and just click on this little icon, and then it changes to blue. So that's when we activated the input of your chords track in the chords menu. So let's click the plus icon just before the next chord is played. So it inserts the chords where we actually played in the chords track. So let's click the plus icon just before the next chord. The first one is set. Let's click the plus icon from the next one. And that's it. That's very simple. So if the created chords are not aligned with your bar, so firstly align with your bar. So double click on them and adjust with your bar. So as you can see, these are perfectly aligned. and I'm selecting all those chords and dragging it down in my chords track. I'm dragging it down to my chords track and let's see what it actually happens. Now as you can see, all my chords are created with my chords input, and with this simple technique I added chords in my chords track. So in this way you can add chords to your chords track using chords tab. So that's all about today's video. I hope this video is helpful to you, and stay tuned for more music production tips, and don't forget to follow MixWithAbhi on Instagram to get quick reels about music production, and follow us on Facebook and join the WhatsApp community, and don't forget to subscribe MixWithAbhi. See you all guys in the next video.